Hi there, it's Jodi, and this is my Stamp with Jodi YouTube channel. Thank you for joining us for Season 5, Episode 9 of the Great North American Stampin' Show. I am currently on vacation with my entire family, so there's 23 of us here. And if you hear a little background noise, which you're very likely to, that is why. I completely forgot to record this introduction part to my video. So I'm just doing it quick so that I can get my video all ready to share with you guys. I'm super excited about the card that I have for you today. And make sure you watch until the end because I'm doing something a little bit different that I haven't done before, and I think it will inspire your creativity. So this is our final episode for Season 5. We will start back with Season 6. Let me check my note. Season 6 starts September 4th. So we will be back with a whole new season, September 4th. If you're wondering what to do with yourself during August, I would highly suggest you go back and watch any episodes you may have missed, whether it's from Season 5 or the first 4 seasons as well. August would be a great time to catch up on any of those episodes you maybe missed. So the way we do this, if you're new to the Great North American Stampin' Show, watch my video, look in the description here and you'll see links to the other 3. And then you go back and you vote for the one that you enjoyed the most. So it's a lot of fun for us. It's fun for you guys and you get a full hour of creative inspiration. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. Okay, for today's episode, we are using the scrapbook templates from page 28. Don't let that scare you off. Don't think, oh, I don't scrapbook, this isn't for me. Because we're not actually making a scrapbook page. We're still making cards tonight, but we're using these scrapbooking templates as our inspiration. So we are focusing on this layout here. Let me pull it up a little bit closer for you. So things to notice in that layout. Let me hold it a little differently here. Okay, focusing on that. Things to notice on this layout. There is a banner piece in the background. There's another layer that goes across the banner. We've got a focal point, and then there's these little individual lines. Now, I think on a scrapbook page, more than likely that would be some journaling or words of some kind. So we're going to start with this as our inspiration, and I'm going to kind of show you where my brain went with this layout to create a card. Okay, I'm going to set this aside and show you the products that I'm using. So I am using the Inspiring Imperfections stamp set and some coordinating dies. I'm using the embossing folder that is part of that product suite, and I wish I could remember the name, and I don't, as well as the designer paper. There's a full package of 12 by 12 paper. I pulled this sheet in, and you can see like I've cut all into it, but I just wanted to give you an idea. All of our sheets are double-sided like this, but this one has lots of the different vases. And so the dies that come with this bundle fit right over these different vases. So not only can I stamp the images and die cut them, but I can die cut straight from the designer paper. And that's a pretty cool feature. So I wanted to show you that. And then I think I'm going to pull in the couple of pieces that I am using. So these are the 2 frames that I'm using. And I'm going to go ahead and run them through my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine with the dies and cut them out. Okay, so I've got these 2 pieces. So I think I can set these dies aside and that scrap paper. And I think I'm gonna just kind of work on the other parts and then I'll pull it all together to actually build the card. So this is a piece of gold foil paper. This is 3 inches by 4 inches. And I'm going to take this and put it in the embossing folder. It's going to be absolutely gorgeous when it's embossed. So I'm just going to kind of set it here in the center. There's so many different patterns on this embossing folder. And what's cool about this whole product suite is that just like the designer paper here, it's all about those cracked vases, those cracked vessels. So I'm going to go ahead and emboss this gold foil paper. Okay, are you ready for it? Da, 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 da. I feel like I should have some really special music. Look at how cool that is. It is so pretty to emboss on foil paper. All right, so the gold foil is in the designer paper, obviously my foil paper layer, and then I'm using another piece. This is Misty Moonlight with some gold in it as well. So my card base is Misty Moonlight, so I will go ahead and use my bone folder to fold my card base in half. And then if you remember, there was that banner piece on the scrapbook layout. I want to use this piece of designer paper. It is 3 by 5 1/4. And I want to use that as my banner piece. So what I'm going to do is very gently, I don't want to crease it too much, but I am just simply bringing this corner together. So I'm just kind of pinching it down here. And then I'm going to take my scissors right at the corner and just go up like that. That's a really easy way to cut a banner. It makes it very even because I matched up those corners and just cut. You can cut at whatever angle you want to. I just wanted a slight peak in that designer paper. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and attach this piece of designer paper, and then we'll just start building the card. I have some really fun things to show you too on the inside of the card. So we'll set this over to the left, so it's kind of even on the left and the top, and then the banner is down here at the bottom. And then I will, actually, you know what? I think I'm gonna trim just a little bit off of here. So I had said that this was 3 by 4. I think I'm going to make it 2 3/4 by 3 3/4. I forgot that after I was planning, I decided to just modify that a little bit. Yeah, I like this size better. So 2 3/4 by 3 3/4. I want to see more of this, and so just shaving off that 1/4 inch on each side lets me see that designer paper a little bit more. Okay, and then I'll just kind of set this here and flatten that out. And then I've got these 2 vases, and I'm going to take some Stampin' Dimensionals on the back of the larger vase, and we'll go ahead and attach that one first. And I'm going to set it a little bit up from the bottom here, right about here. And so that's raised on the Stampin' Dimensionals. This one is going to overlap a bit. So on this part, I'm gonna go ahead and put my regular adhesive because I want it to lay flat on top of there. But then this side is going to need to be raised up. So I don't want to put dimensionals on both spots, or it'll be raised up on a layer that's already raised up, if that makes sense. So I'll go like this. So that is attaching flat on the lighter colored vase, and then this has a dimensional right over here. So this is where we're at so far. Sometimes it's a little goofy with the lighting, with the foil paper. I wish you could see it in person because foil is always more stunning in person. I think you can, that kind of shows it good without too much reflection of the light. Just that detail on the folder, and then all the gold lines in the designer paper. Okay, so another die in this Inspiring Imperfections is this one here. And so I went ahead and die cut this little label, and this is very vanilla. And so I am going to take the image, where'd it go? This one here. It says, "Thanks for helping me through this difficult time." And what we're gonna do is take this tiny little piece of Petal Pink. Petal Pink is the color on this smaller vase down here. And this is 1 3/4 by 1 1/4. And I am going to, actually, I think I'm gonna do this part first. So I'm going to take just a little Post-it note, and I'm going to do some masking. I want to get the thanks stamped separately from all the other little words there. So I will take my Misty Moonlight ink. My Post-it is right over the words, and I'm just going to ink it up like this and get ink on the word thanks. Now you'll notice there's a little bit on here, so I'm just gonna pull that off, toss it in my trash can right below, and I'll go ahead and stamp thanks on, ooh, I hope I didn't get that. I should slide it up so you can see. Nope, it was okay. I did it off camera, I didn't even realize, sorry about that. So now I've got my thanks there, and I'm gonna trim just a little bit here, see how that works. what I want to be able to do is slide it in. That'll work great. So I'll set this, attach this with my regular Stampin' Seal, scoot it in, where do I want to do it? Right about there, I think. I should have done it over just a little bit because I'm kind of running out of room. So I think I'm going to have to scoot it up a little bit up here, which is just fine. I'll show you my other sample that I did where it's down just a little bit, but I stamped over a little bit further. Doesn't matter at all. It'll probably be different every time you do it. Not a big deal. Okay, I need to pull in my Stampin' Scrub and just clean off this thanks image, because what I'm going to do next is take this, and I'm going to try to just ink up the little words, but it doesn't, I'm going to cut it so it doesn't really matter. So I've got thanks on the front, and oh my gosh, I stamped off the camera again. Sorry. For helping me through this difficult time. So we're going to do something kind of different and fun with those pieces. Let me pull this back in one more time. So if you look at this layout, we've got some pieces being duplicated there. We've got the banner, which I've got here with the Misty Moonlight designer paper. We've got another piece here, which I've got the gold foil, and then some focal points. I've got both the word thanks on the little label and then the vases, but we still haven't really done anything that's similar to these little cutout pieces. So what I'm gonna do on the inside, first of all, it's kind of dark, right? It's Misty Moonlight. It would be hard to write and read what's on this dark cardstock. So I'm gonna go ahead and attach a piece of Very Vanilla, and this is 5 by 3 3/4, and I'll just center that there. And then I have a little strip of that same designer paper from the front. This is 3 3/4 by 3/4. And I'm going to just simply place that right along the bottom. Okay. So now, regardless of what we want to put on the inside, we'll be able to easily write and easily read on that lighter surface. What I want to do is take this and kind of duplicate what was shown on that scrapbook layout with the 3 tiny little strips. I'm freehanding this, so I'm hoping that I like the way it looks. I'm just cutting. It's pretty tight, so these are little strips. Little strips. Gonna get rid of these, and then I'm going to take my multi-purpose liquid glue for helping me through this difficult time. Can you see what we're doing? We're gonna take those tiny little things. Now, could you definitely just take this image, mask off the word thanks, and stamp the rest on the inside? Of course you can, but I just wanted to use that inspiration from that scrapbook layout. So that's why I'm taking the extra time to cut out these little strips. All right, they are little, they are tiny, tiny little buggers. Okay, so I think that's pretty even. So I'll just set that down. This is definitely a little, this isn't something typical that I would do, is taking the time to cut this out, but I just thought it was a fun, different little element to do on the inside. Tell me, do you stamp, decorate, whatever, the insides of your cards? Do you add a layer in there? Do you put a little piece of designer paper? Do you stamp an image on the inside? What do you do on the insides of your cards? If I'm being honest, I have the best of intentions of doing stuff, and I often just forget. So I need to be better at that. I need to decorate some things on the inside too. This is just very unique, very unique. So it's just a fun little way to duplicate the idea here with those little pieces. I didn't want to do it on the front, but I thought, gosh, I'm going to try on the inside. So we've got the banner, the embossed foil, some designer paper vases, the little label, and then that fun on the inside. One very last thing, these are flower accents. I'm gonna take one of these and just add it right here on that smaller vase. And that is what I have. Let me pull in when I was designing the card. This is the one I originally did. So you can see the thanks is down just a little bit lower because I stamped a little bit further right on the edge. Either way is absolutely fine. So this is what I have for you today. I hope you have enjoyed my quick and creative card. I hope it's something that you learned a few things, how to cut that banner by pinching those ends together, and that it's maybe inspired you to do some creativity on the insides of your cards as well. We appreciate you taking your time to watch our videos, and we hope that you enjoy this hour of creative inspiration. Be sure to click through, watch the other 3, and then of course go back and give that thumbs up vote to the one that you like the best. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.